guys. Hey everyone. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I have a lot to talk to you guys about concerning this topic of Tyler Baltierra from Teen Mom. This is really, this was a whole viral moment over Tyler's ding-a-ling. So wild, so wild. We're going to talk about it. Catelynn and Tyler addressed it on their most recent episode of Kate and Ty Break It Down. So we're going to listen to what they have to say, and I'm probably going to upset some people because I know the Kate and Ty hate train is like long and never ends, and it stays chewing down the track. You know what I'm saying? But I am never going to be one to just jump on the bandwagon if it's not the way that I feel. If it's not the way that I feel, I'm going to say it. I might get some hate for it. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, right? So, oh my gosh, I feel like Mama June saying that. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's what she says. So anyways, you guys, if you have kept up with the story, Tyler Baltierra literally went viral during Halloween over his Halloween costume, okay? We're all adults here, so I'm going to show you guys the picture. Watch out, it might poke you in the eye. I'm just kidding. We're all adults here. In the podcast, it will be there will be curse words. So if you prefer to listen with your earbuds, do so. If not, not a big deal. But I did want to just give you guys a little bit of a warning that they're podcasts, they're adults. They drop some F bombs here and there, and we are going to listen to it in a minute. But I'm going to show you guys the photo that went viral and instantly brought on a lot of opinions and a lot of hate to Catelynn and Tyler. So here's the photo. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry, wrong one. Sorry, this is the photo. Sorry. This is the photo. Cute photo, right? They've been together like, 18 years? But, I'm sure nobody can really get past the fact that Kate's boobs are so big. Just kidding, just kidding. They are, but that's not where everybody's eyes went. Everybody's eyes went to Tyler's. I feel like it should have a name. I don't even know. Like, what do we call it? Maybe no, it's not appropriate for me to name Kate's husband Stingaling. I don't know how Kate would feel about it, and Sean probably wouldn't. It's not my place. Never mind. We're just gonna call it his dingling, right? So, and I'm so sorry because I feel like I'm sexualizing someone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I was a female, and I am sorry, I am a female. If I was, if I was a celebrity and something like this happened to me, and then people were making videos about it, and it went viral, and everybody was talking about it, I don't know how I would feel. I might would feel like a little uncomfortable. A lot of people think, that Caitlyn and Tyler did this on purpose. And listen, I don't know. I'm just like, we've watched them on TV long enough since they were literally 16 years old, making the hard decision to place their child up for adoption. I just can't see them being like, we're going to get this costume that your ding-a-ling is going to just bulge out of because we want to what? Bring attention to ourselves? Like, what would be the purpose? I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. So they addressed this. This picture instantly went viral. There were so many people talking about it. There's TikTok videos made about it. And I can tell you I know this, that a lot of people believe that he did it like on purpose, that he didn't have underwear on. Well, I did confirm that he did in fact have underwear, and he always wears underwear. And as a matter of fact, he had another layer. He had I think long john pants on because it was cold. So he had his underwear, another layer of long johns, and then here's the thing that I think we all need to come to an understanding is Tyler clearly has a big package. He's a tall guy. He's tall, slim, and based on what I know, I don't know. He clearly has a big package. If you have looked up photos from his OF or anything like that, you know this. You know this. He's blessed. And I can tell y'all, my husband had no idea what gray sweatpants did, for a man's private. I had to tell him. When me and my husband started going to the gym 3.5 years ago, I had to tell him. babe, don't wear gray sweatpants. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because, like, first off, if you have a decent sized pecker, it can be he's not on OnlyFans. That's something else we're gonna get on. He okay, so if you have a decent sized pecker if you have it, God, this is so weird to talk about, but I feel like we need to talk about it. If you have a decent sized package, for some reason, gray sweatpants outline it like you wouldn't believe. And my husband had no idea. And you want to know what else my husband didn't know? My husband didn't know that women were pecker checkers. He didn't know that. I literally had to say, Sean, don't wear gray sweatpants to the gym because your member it's very visible. And there's certain kind of shorts too. There's a certain kind of shorts that my husband knows. No, don't wear those. Like when he gets shorts in or like clothes that he may potentially wear to the gym, he tries them on. And I tell him that's a no go for the gym because I know there are pecker checkers walking around, women that's going to poop automatically. And because kids can be seen, I'm like, don't do that. So this was the costume that day. Tyler talks about it on their podcast about how, him and Kate, they dressed up with the kids and they wanted to get a picture together because they don't have a lot of pictures together. And honestly, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, could the wives of the men that have maybe above average peckers chime in on this? Because I'm like, I know too. Like, I know because my husband's thing is not a micro that my husband has been walking through Walmart and seen women like pecker check him. And he's like, ooh, like I saw her do it. And I'm like, I know it's what it is. Especially if you're wearing the clothes that a woman like just, and we don't even mean to do it. Like it's literally not even an intentional thing most of the time. Like if we, I guess, see it in our peripheral that it's kind of poking out, we're like, oh my God, oh my God. So anyways, Sean had no idea. Apparently Tyler had no idea either. And let me tell you guys something. Yes, Tyler had an OF. So there's no denying that Tyler took pictures for their OF that intentionally drew attention to that area of his body. You can find them on Google. They're not hard, but I will tell you those pictures, it's way more. I mean, those pictures, there's no denying it. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? God, this is so awkward. Anyways, we're going to listen to what he has to say about it. And then I'm going to give you guys more of my opinion. Anyways, let's get into it.
There was one thing that I want to talk about, though, that we haven't been able to talk about since it's happened.
The food pantry?
Sure.
Oh no, I thought for sure that's what you were going to talk about.
No, I mean, we can talk about that, too.
No. What are you going to talk about?
I mean, we're going like a month back. But it's because we've had so many guests on the show, too.
I know. That's why I was like, sorry, guys. I know you guys are probably like, where the fuck are you guys? But
he does have underwear on and he's wearing another layer. And I can tell you my husband, like, I mean, once they have underwear on, it's really like if it's a decent size, they're like, what do they do? Tape it down? Like, I don't know, maybe they could adjust it a different way. But if one's not really paying attention to it because they're just walking through life, like, oh, let's get ready, let's do this. And I know I'm going to get hate for this. People's probably going to be like, oh, Elle always takes it for them. I don't care. Just because, yes, I do know there's times it was done intentional. And I will say that. I will be like, that picture was intentional. That picture was intentional. That video, he knew what he was doing. But I'm just like, I have followed them since they were 16. And I can't see Tyler intentionally like putting on this outfit. He had underwear on. He had on leggings, like not leggings, but pants. And it still was just, hanging out. I don't know. I do feel like that was the fabric also of the Spider-Man suit is a type of fabric that kind of clings to your body. I also looked at other pictures of men in Spider-Man costumes. And guess what? In every one of them, you can see they're private. The only difference is Tyler's was a little bit bigger than most of the ones that I see. But in every picture, I'll show you guys. I literally looked at other pictures of men in Spider-Man costumes just to be like, okay, is this the only difference was his was like a little bit bigger, or maybe a lot of bit bigger. You know? So okay, look at this guy. Look at oh, you can see it. You can tell that's literally the bulge of his penis right there. I hate to be online. Oh my goodness, it feels weird. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Here's another one. Look at this guy. That may be a girl on the left-hand side. I don't know, but the guy on the right looks like he got a penis. The one on the right looks like maybe not. Or, oh my gosh, the one on the left actually has his belly up. The one on the left has his belly up. He doesn't have an OF. It was literally, they picked out Halloween costumes, got dressed up, and Tyler was like, hey, Kate, let's get a picture together. Took the picture, posted it, and then when the hate started coming in, he looked back at the picture and was like, oh my goodness, I wasn't looking at that. I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm literally getting my family ready to go trick-or-treating. Did not pay no mind to that. Took the picture, put it up, deleted the photo. He tried to crop the photo like this, but then he said, once he cropped it, the only thing you could see was Kate's big boobs. So then he was like, oh yeah, probably shouldn't put that up there. You know, so if you literally, if you look up, why is that not removed? Okay, if you look up other pictures of men, I mean, I hate to zoom in, zoom out. I'm telling you, Danny. I mean, I said that with and too, like college football players, NFL football players. You know, if they have the cup in, it makes it bulge. I'm like, are we like? I don't know. I'm just like, I'm an adult. A bulge don't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. Here's the thing. He was fully covered. If he would have been wearing something that was like skimpy and it was laid out like that, I would be like, dude, that's inappropriate. But I have to feel like, what is he supposed to do? He had on underwear. He had on another like pants that if he's just that big, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's just, what's he supposed to do? If he was to wear a cup, you could see the outline of the cup, and then that might bring attention to that. People might be like, why the hell is Tyler wearing a cup? I don't think that's an erection. Let me tell you. Because there are days when it's warm and my husband's ding-a-ling be swinging and people might would think it's an erection. But do we know how ding-a-lings work? I'm just curious. You know, when it's cold, they go in, they try to nestle into underneath the belly, they try to get warm. But when it's a warm day, you know, you're in the house and you're walking around hustling to try to get your kids ready for you know, Halloween, and you're you know, brushing hair and you're getting your outfit on and you're warm, maybe breaking a sweat. That thing may be swinging and hanging, you know, hanging and swinging. I don't know. I don't think it was an erection. I mean, he's literally, I wouldn't even imagine. Like, what? And if somebody ever came to me with some sort of evidence that Tyler had an erection and took the photo on purpose, okay, then I would say that. I'd be like, oh my goodness, that's disgusting. But I have no reason to think that. Like, and to me, it's just weird that anybody would go that far into it, because my mind is automatically like, okay, we've seen this man on video cooking breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning. We've seen him cooking breakfast for his kids wearing gray sweatpants. And it's just, it is what it is. It's just an arm's length. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just big. You know, it's definitely a third leg. So do we expect him to tape it back? Do we expect him to wear a cup? What do we expect? I don't know, you know. But I personally have seen my husband in gray sweatpants and his underwear, where maybe if somebody that's only dealt with smaller ones might would think my husband's got to own hard when he's not, you know. God, this is so weird. Anyways, let's get back to the I just felt like I needed to speak up, and I know there's going to be people like Elle Bee always defends them, and that's fine. It is what it is. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to jump on the train, the hate train, just because, like, because I'll tell you what I feel like some creators kind of get pushed into doing is the majority says one thing, so they feel like, ugh, if I say anything different, people's going to talk about me. People's going to say that I'm kissing their butt or they're paying me or this or that. So they just kind of go with what everybody else is saying, even though they really don't feel that way. You know, they the reason we're talking about it, Kelly, is because so this went viral on Halloween, but they discussed it on their podcast and it came out on December 3rd. And I did a TikTok video about it, and now I'm doing a YouTube video about it. So that's fine. All right, let's continue.
We had so many guests, and they were just
when they fly into Detroit, like we have, those our first priority.
Yeah, right.
No, I wanted to talk about the Halloween incident with your dingling.
Oh my God, bro!
Why are you out there commando?
Yeah. What the fuck, Tyler?
With your kids.
Like I said, there's going to be some language in here. Cuss words are going to drop some F-bombs.
You sick.
Wow, you sick motherfucker.
Dude, I couldn't.
I literally, God, I just like.
So what happened? You were like, okay, this, because I remember on Halloween Day, you're like, babe, let's get a picture just me and you, because we never get it to do it.
Never,
really.
Dude.
Yeah.
And we always forget. Don't we always forget?
Yeah.
At the end of the night, we're always sitting there and we're like, motherfucker, we looked really good today. We didn't get a picture or whatever it is. And I remember, dude.
Mm-hmm. And so you're like, I'm going to post this picture.
So pumped, dude.
Yeah. And what happened? So you're like, okay, I'm going to post this picture.
I'm going to post a fucking picture. And listen, I think, like, you know how when you're just posting multiple photos.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hit the little check mark, like you're not
dissecting them.
I guess I don't. I go, I really like that picture because I don't ever there's no pictures in my camera roll that I don't delete right away if I don't like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know whatever's in my camera roll, I have like.
I need to start doing that because then I accidentally post bad ones.
See, that's why. Yeah, because you know how like when you get the whole camera roll and you click whatever ones you want. I eliminate it because I want no photos. So that's why when I take a photo, I'll look at it and I'm like delete, and then I'll keep the ones that I like. Anyway, whatever. So I know that they're in the camera roll, that they're good. It's fine. And my niece only took one, so there wasn't any other ones to pick from. You know what I mean? It wasn't
so you didn't take more than one?
No. She took a couple of us in one pose.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't go through and delete because they literally look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through. So anyway, delete those two as long as I have one of each. Woo! And dude, like of course I posted the one of just me and you. It's cute and we never get pictures together and whatever. I'm not.
And it's Halloween and we're dressed up.
We're in suits. We're in costumes. And dude, bro. I'm not the first dad to ever be Superman. Okay? Not the first guy to ever wear a motherfucking Superman suit for Halloween.
Also, you're not the first dad to have a penis.
Oh,
shocker.
My anatomy. No way.
Wow.
God. But my thing is that like, dude, the fact, you know what? And I couldn't after first I posted it, right? And I immediately started seeing shit. And sometimes I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, it'll be a couple dumbass comments. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But then I started seeing more and more. I'm just like, nope, stop. We're not doing this right now. And so I deleted it. And then I tried cropping it to repost it. And all it is your tits.
Yeah, you said it's just all.
True story. I mean, then you see how big her boobs are. Then it's like the focus is on her boobs, which ironically enough, look at the full photo. That dress is very fitting for Catelynn. It's really fitting. I mean, she's a girl that's got some big old knockers, you know what I'm saying? And here's the reason why, like, I'm not gonna say anything about Catelynn wearing that because she was covered. Like, yes, while her girls were on full display, and we could definitely see that she's got some big ones, they were properly covered. Now, if that middle part would have been like gone, and it would have been like straight V like this, like, which is literally like the reason why I'm wearing an undershirt. This is a brand new shirt. I just got it, but it is a little big. And see the V, it literally goes all the way down in between my boobs. So I put on a little black tank underneath it, like just a little cute tank just to, so my, you couldn't see my cleavage or anything. Now, if Kate's middle part, the V, would have had nothing there, and her big old cleavage would have been showing, then I would have been like, I would have said, dude, that's way too much for a Halloween costume for your kids. For your kids, that's way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do that. You could have found a costume that covered up your boobs. Like, yeah, you got big boobs, but you could have found one. And that's what she did, though. I mean, they're completely covered. They are covered from head to toe. And they still got hate because his thing is just big. It's just big, you know? It's just what it is. Oh, wait. I don't think you guys can hear that. Sorry. Let me add that back to the stage. It is wild. I think so, too.
Then I started seeing more and more. I'm just like, nope, stop. We're not doing this right now. And so I deleted it.
Maybe this comment, Lisa. Everybody here is entitled to their own opinion, but let's just allow others to have their opinion. I think maybe that comment is what she was talking about. It's just aiming it at somebody else, saying like, whatever, I'm not buying that nonsense. So let's all be gracious and allow everybody to have their own opinions, please.
And then I tried cropping it to repost it, and all it is your tits.
Yeah, you said it's just all boob.
So I was like, fine, get whatever. And it's literally your fucking tits, dude, in your head, in the corner of the picture.
Yeah, no.
There's me. But anyway, regardless, I first off don't think I have to delete anything. Don't think I have to like monitor and pay attention as much as other people do. I think it's bullshit that people think I'm actually like, what you really feel like I'm going commando in a fucking Superman suit. You know how uncomfortable this shit is?
When Elle, the YouTuber
Are you
Elle,
kidding me?
when Elle, YouTuber Elle, and she's also on TikTok, brought it up with Ray and was like, well, did he have underwear on? I was like, are you kidding? I'm like, people really think
Yes.
that he's just in a tight leather suit with no underwear on?
Why the
I asked that because I saw so many people say that. I seen so many people say, oh my God, why did he wear underwear? You would think he would wear underwear. So I was like, why did he wear underwear? Like, why would you underwear in that? You know, so then I started thinking like, well, maybe he's not. So that's why I brought that question up when I had him on the live.
Let
would I do that?
alone, when are you ever commando around our kids?
Bro, I'm like,
You never are. And if people were to really know us in our household, Tyler is very particular about his body, where he gets dressed.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
whether, he's never commando around our kids, nothing like that.
Why
because
would I?
it's a house of all girls. He's the only guy, so it's like for people to think, and they're not here with us on a daily basis to know how you are. But to literally think that you're just going to be walking around town fucking commando is ridiculous.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, and first off, fucking uncomfortable as shit.
Right.
Are you kidding me, bro? Like, no.
And also, what people didn't see is like the one thing that made me so happy was like you're walking through the streets on Halloween and your cape's blowing, and there's this all of a sudden I hear this little boy, Superman.
I know.
Superman. Hi, Superman. Hi, Superman. He was so
and
excited.
The kids loved it. They're like, Dad, look at your cape. Like, it's like, for one, I'm not the first guy to ever dress up in a tight suit. Sorry guys, they don't make fucking baggy Superman suits.
Yeah, right.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? So but regardless of all that we just said, I don't give a fuck what you guys are making it something weird. I'm not being weird.
Right.
You're making things weird, okay? You're not saying anything like I said, if I had big tits and I wore, like you had your witch dress, I could still see the shape of your motherfucking tits, okay?
Right.
The big old chested hump on your whatever, okay? You can't do nothing about that.
No.
So what do you want me to do?
Right.
I guess that's my question. What do you want me to do? If you want me to fucking tuck it, tape it, wrap it, whatever you think I need to do, then I hope you're saying that to every other female,
and
every
male.
other dude, every other person that is wearing something
tight or form fitting,
I guess, or whatever,
revealing,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I'm covered head to toe in a suit. I don't know how.
But I saw a lot of people, because when it was posted on some Facebook page by some lady, remember I saw a lot of people on there like, oh, but this is okay or this is okay, and they were posting pictures of like girls half naked walking around on Halloween and like all these things when you were literally covered from head to toe. like neck to feet. You know what I mean?
And then someone's like, oh, I saw someone say, oh, wear a cup.
Yes.
I'm like, have you ever seen anyone wear a cup in a skin tight? It looks.
And listen, I'm going to say this because you can literally find like his OnlyFans photos on just Google. He doesn't have an OnlyFans anymore, but you can literally find. I'm actually looking at it right now, Sunflower. It legitimately is like, so the Henry Cavill Superman costume, which appears to be the one that he have gotten. I'm comparing it to the one, and that's what it looks to be. It seems like it has, you know how like some costumes have the room for like your breasts for like a woman. It seems like the costume has. I don't even know how to explain it. The extra, I don't know, like for your junk to be there, basically. I'll show you guys pictures in a minute, but it does seem to be the way the costume is made. I've been looking at pictures for like the past 10 minutes of that specific costume. But if you just Google like Tyler Baltierra OnlyFans, yes, you can see this man is working with a third leg. And if you look at those pictures and you see what it looks like when it's hard versus there, you'll know it's not. Literally. And I did it for research. Back when, people were talking about him having an OF and the type of pictures that he was posting and saying that it leaned towards more. People were saying like, oh, it's targeting a specific audience. He's trying to target like gay audience or whatever, which I'm like, which I would never have an OnlyFans. It's not what I believe in. That's what they did though. So I'm like, I know they did it, financially. It made sense for them. So I'm like, financially, that might be where their money is made, is to, that might be where their money is made, is targeting that specific audience, whatever. But when I was doing my research to look at the photos, I was like, okay, then. Like, I can tell y'all from the pictures, if you literally Google it, that is not him on hard. Google, and you'll see. And then you're like, oh, okay, never mind. Do a side by side. Let's continue. He don't have an OnlyFans anymore. They're just mad that it's showing. They're just mad. They think that it was inappropriate. And, some people saying that he should wear a cup, that he should tuck it. I'm sorry, but like, it's like a woman's boob. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's properly covered. If it's that big, there's nothing you can really do about it. I think that's the way we should view it. We should view it as it is literally a part of his body. Can't tell how big or little it is. It's not, or can't tell how big or small it is. And like, what is he to do? Be uncomfortable, because he's got a penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine tucking it? Like, I know some people tuck it, but to tuck it and then walk around with your kids trying to enjoy Halloween, just so other people's not uncomfortable about something that we know that it exists. We know this exists. Like, it's a part of life, and I get it, little kids, but, like Kate said, like all the little kids that saw Tyler was like, oh my goodness, your costume's so cute. Like, they maybe wasn't even paying attention. Or if they were, like the little boys, they're like, he's a boy. He's got a pee-pee like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it surely a little 8-9-year-old boy, I don't know, that saw him that thought, oh, wow, that's a really cool costume. Surely they wasn't, all that they might have thought is like, yeah, he's a boy. Of course he's got a pee-pee. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, that was a costume, that was a Halloween costume that in his mind, it wasn't even a thing. Like, he wasn't even, because that's just a normal part of his body, all right, let's continue listening.
Guys would know. Yeah.
Guys, you all know what it looks like if you're wearing a skin tight fucking suit with a cup, which is a hard plastic ball.
Yeah. It's gonna make it look even worse.
It looks stupid. At least I had compression leggings. I actually had because it was cold. I want to be cold.
Yeah, you had a couple layers.
I had the layers. I had the compression like dude leggings pretty much. Like,
right, and underwear.
Yeah,
like what?
I was like triple layered, bro. Triple layered. And I feel like it, and it's rare that you say this because, but I feel like it's true. It's a double standard sexist thing. No one would say, no one was saying shit about your big tits in the dress.
Mhm.
No one would say shit about anything, but it's because I don't even know what's going on. I just don't. And you know what? Maybe we drew this on ourselves.
Maybe
We should have never did the OF thing.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what it's because I feel like how many other dudes are Superman, Batman, Spider-Man with their
Mhm.
kids posting pictures,
right.
and no one's saying, do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess what I'm saying is that no one's looking at fucking crotches but you people. So you
Literally.
guys are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
are
what else to
weird.
tell you. You want me to be weird to justify you being weird.
Right.
I'm not the weird one. You are.
Yeah.
You know what
Because
I'm
adults
saying?
aren't looking at the dicks and kids aren't either. Kids are like, oh, Superman, yay! You know?
Like, I don't know, bro. I just thought the whole thing was
Maybe because it was like,
I mean, honestly, it's like a valid point because, like, listen, all my boys play football, right? I'm not looking at their, but I know because I watch college football and like NFL. We know those pants are tight. We know without their cup on, like, there's going to be an outline of their, and I'm talking about the college and the NFL, but that is their uniform. That is the uniform that they wear. You got kids all over the place wearing it. Yeah, maybe he should put a blur on it from now on to make people happy. I don't know, but if you look at the costume, the type of costume that it is, it really does have like that like pocket almost. I'll show you guys. See, this is the type of, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm not trying to zoom in that much. Oh my goodness, how can I zoom? Just look at the Henry Cavill Superman costume and look at it, and it seems like it has like it is like made for a guy's part to like rest there, I guess you could say. Let's continue listening. Sorry. If she had a huge camel toe, people would be talking. I mean, listen, I agree. Well, I'll tell you this to a degree because Coco, that's married to Ice-T, y'all know how she posts some scandalous pictures. She's always in like short shorts, booty shorts, and she posted a video the other day where, oh my goodness, her camel toe was on the biggest display ever, and I was like, I was scrolling, I saw it, and I was like, and for some reason I was like, you know what, if I gotta see it, everybody else does too. I posted on my Facebook because I was like, oh my goodness, you guys, it wasn't meant to shame her. That's who Coco is. Coco literally posts stuff like that to bring the audience because that's her. That's her. That's who she is. She dresses sexy. She dresses very risque. Coco knows when she posts these photos wearing those clothes that what she's putting on display, right? If somebody was wearing blue jeans, if somebody was just wearing blue jeans and they just have a fat cat and they can't help it, the jeans themselves was not tight, but on that area because they have a fat cat, they had a camel toe, then I would respectfully not point it out or say anything because I'd be like, they can't help it. What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff cotton down there. I'm not sure. I don't know. So if it's something that like I feel like they can't help, if they are purposely trying to put it on display and like wearing risque clothes and Tyler's OF, the pictures that he did there, I'd be like, look at this dude's trying to show his junk off, but I really don't feel like he was trying to do that in this photo, and I feel like it just went overboard. Who is out here mad about a package and camel toe if it's not intentional is my question. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
it was like all females. Maybe they're just secretly jealous that their husbands have chodes.
Oh my God, damn. Hey, listen, maybe they like the chodes. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I just think it brought up a really interesting concept.
Is chode a bad word?
No, chode is a chode. What the fuck do you
I
mean?
think it's not derogatory or anything.
What's chode? You know what chode is?
Small, round. Short, round.
But I don't know what the fuck that means. Now, like, oh yeah, it's like
I'm gonna skip this. They're just trying to figure out exactly what a chode means. She used it correctly, I think.
You know,
What's
why do
wrong with
men?
me?
Why do
Why?
men have to have penises? You know,
Well, what do you think? You're a female.
I
You're
think
a
it's dumb because
female.
that's not even the first thing I fucking looked at.
Okay, so say you didn't know me, and I'm walking with my kids. Ooh,
I would think it's fucking dope. That was a dope costume.
right. So that's my thing is that like, I don't know what you guys want me to do with it. To be honest with you, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And someone actually said, tape it.
That would look even weirder.
So, okay,
Tape it where?
But listen, I wanted to be, and people were liking it, like, oh yeah, exactly, right? Like, there's so many things he could do. And
okay,
I'm like,
so I should just tape my boobs down.
thank you. I was gonna say, bro, if this situation was switched between us, and they weren't telling me there, and people were like saying, yeah, he should tape it down.
That's fucked up.
Or tuck it up in your waistband. You don't have a dick. You know how uncomfortable, bro.
Put in your
do
boot.
that shit.
Put in your boot, Tyler.
You are a weirdo.
And
you
you
know
know how
what I'm
much
saying?
weirder it's gonna look because you be able to see it in the suit anyways, tucked up in your fucking
Yeah, when I have a
waistband.
dick in my
Yeah, like what the fuck? When it comes to holiday gifting, I want to give things people really love.
Honestly.
And Mongolian wool coats are so soft. And just hugs and / break it down. .com.
Like-
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. I'm sorry. I don't.
Anyway, it's
No,
what
but
I'm
it is
saying
fucked up though because I don't think people realize that it feels the same way as it does for women for some men. Like,
well,
because
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as like.
no, I'm
feeling
saying
like,
yes, it can. Yes, it can. I'm sorry. I think
not as
men can have.
intensely though. I think women have been a little more.
I mean, women
oppressed
have,
in
but
that
I'm just saying men
way
can still
than-
feel those same feelings. It's like, fuck you. You're telling me to fucking, to what? Tape
Literally,
it to my
bro.
fucking thigh?
Or
That's like a woman saying like, oh, you know, your tits are hanging out
Yeah.
or they're fucking saggy. So you
Can you
need to
tape them down?
tape them around your fucking,
you guys would all be freaking out.
oh,
if
yeah.
someone, if a dude
They'd be up in
commented,
hands.
if a dude commented on a picture of a woman in a bikini, whatever, or a one piece,
Right.
and said, tape your tits down. This is so
You're out
fucking
on the beach.
perverted.
You're out on
You're out in public with your kids,
Yeah.
and your tits are just
out.
there. Because I'm talking about a one piece because I was all
Right.
covered. I don't have a banana hammock on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But what I'm saying is that if I'm comparing it, like you're not telling this woman, hey, tape your tits down because you're with your kids at the beach.
Right.
If I commented that on any dude, I would get ripped apart.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
They'd be like, you sexist, misogynistic motherfucker, or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Oh,
whatever.
but because I'm a dude and I happen to have the anatomy that I have, and no, I'm not taping it for your convenience because
Yeah,
you're
that's
a fucking
crazy.
freak.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
weird, right?
Same, Amber.
Ain't
Same.
no one looking at crotches but you.
No, or
Just-
as videos
you know what I'm
say,
saying?
nobody's looking at crusts.
She got some crusts, which is guys.
Sorry, I had to go there.
If like I'm trying to teach her the right word because I hate the word crust even worse than I hate the word crotch. When she goes, ew, like ew, oh your crust. I'm like, ew, oh. I don't ever want to hear the region of crotch in association with the word crust.
Well, no,
Because crotch and crust. I don't want to ever.
Well, no,
I'll mess
because
up
see those things
all
together.
Because we have 3 male dogs, but the big one's name is Remy, and the medium sized one his name is Ace. And I swear Ace is like, I swear he's gay. Like he loves Remy. He's always licking his lips, his ears, and like his crotch. Okay.
Crust.
And so the one day Ace is like licking him all over, licks him in his crotch area, and Vita's like, ew, he's licking his crust. And I go, what did you say? She's like, he's licking his crust. I'm like, that's his crotch. And she's
even
and
saying
so-
that. Say that. Say it again. Licking his crust. It's like, what the fuck?
So I'm just giving people
sick,
some like
dude.
because why I had to say it. And then there's been another time where she said it. I'm like, it's a crotch. She's like, but I like crust. I'm like, it's not
Oh,
called
God.
crust.
Don't ever refer to the crotch area or even crotch and crust in the same sentence. I don't ever.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyways, you guys, so that's their reaction to it. You can continue to listen to it. I do have the whole thing linked. I have the link to the full episode in the top of my description, so you guys can go check it out. Also, remember, people were cool and slobbering over Ryan's knob. Amanda showed off on her TikTok, so it's okay. So, I'm so glad you brought that up. And I don't want, that's the thing is like, listen, that's the thing. Okay. We all are so happy with Ryan and his progress. I love that. I like Amanda. I like Amanda outside of like her attacking Ryan's baby mama. If she was attacking Macy, I wouldn't like it. She's attacking Mackenzie. Don't like it just because I feel like it affects, the kids, right? That's my only issue. That is my only issue with Amanda is that. That is it. I applaud her for where she's came, how far she's come. I think she's doing great. But you guys remember when they went out to eat for like the first time? And I do feel like that. I feel like the same people that's like calling Tyler out are the same people that's like defending like Ryan and Amanda's actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like 2 weeks after she has a baby, they go out to dinner and she wore like vibrating underwear and she records herself like handing him the controller. Everybody knew what it was. And then, the TikTok of him in the shower and she blurs it. Like everybody's like, oh my gosh, we love this. We love this. Like it's fun. But then like Tyler posts this picture where he's not. I don't believe he did this intentionally. I don't believe it was to get any sort of attention. I believe they posted the same reason we all post, pictures with our husband. Me and Sean, it was our anniversary the other day, and we took a picture because I wanted to post it. I was like, we don't have a lot of pictures together. We're both dressed up. Let's take a picture. His dad took the picture. It ended up being a picture neither one of us liked, so I ended up not posting it. But I would have really have loved if it would have ended up being a photo that we both like, because I would have loved to have posted, especially during their Halloween costumes. Like I do not think he did this on purpose. That thing was not hard. All you got to do is Google Tyler Baltierra OF pictures, and you will see. You're not going to see like the full picture or whatever, but you're going to see that was not him on full ready mode. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. So it definitely just seems like that's just what it was. He had on underwear. He had on. Why would you post things like that though, if not for likes and views? That's what I'm saying. Like, well, I mean, I don't think a picture like that they were posting specifically for likes and views. But of course, like they are influencers, they get paid off their social media. So I am sure there are some things they specifically are like, I want to post this because I know it'll get likes and views. You know what I'm saying? But I think like a picture with their kids, I don't necessarily think they're doing it specifically for likes and views. They're doing it because they want to show off their kids. And then, yes, of course, the likes and views help because it puts money in their pocket. So, yeah, I don't think he posted it for the attention that he's gotten. I definitely think it was like an innocent moment. And two, like it's like a woman who's had boobs all of her life, big boobs all of her life. You're just like, it's a part of your body. You're just used to it. You're not always like, oh, how do my boobs look in the shirt? How do my boobs, especially if you're like fully covered, you're not like, if you're wearing a shirt that's up to here, you're like, I got big boobs. It is what it is. So if you're a man and you're wearing like a bodysuit and you're just used to being big, you're not going to be like, oh, how's my ding-a-ling looking? Especially if you wear underwear and like long john pants, they're used to his thighs. It's just not normal to most people. Exactly. That's what I think that it was. And it just like, dang, they got so much hate for this. I'm glad they talked about it. I do know there will be some people that no matter what they ever say, they could have cameras in their house that they could take a lie detector test, and some people would still be like, no, he did it on purpose. He did it for the attention. He knew what he was doing. And I'm like, I don't know. You got to be a sicko to do something like that. And I haven't seen any signs that like he's a sicko like that. I've seen more signs of other people being sickos that we don't call them out than him being a sicko like that. So anyways, I spent 45 minutes already talking about another man's private area, and it's been a little weird, but I felt like, especially with them talking about it on their podcast episode, I wanted to cover it. I felt like it was necessary. I know I'm going to get hate for it. There are creators out there that, hate Kate and Ty so much, which is completely up to them. They can do that. I don't care. But anytime I say anything that doesn't fall in line with them, they love to talk about how Kate and Ty pay me and how I kiss Kate and Ty's butt. And it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not going to fall in line with all these other creators because that's their opinion when it's really not my opinion. That would be me not being authentic to who I am. And I'm not going to do that. Other creators can do it. I've literally seen like people change their opinion on Catelynn and Tyler because I feel like it's what the majority say now. So they're like, they want to go with what the majority feels. And they don't want to say, oh, you know, we still love Catelynn and Tyler. Or, you know what? I don't think he did that to be, you know, dirty or nasty. They're scared to say that because they don't want people to comfort them in the comment section, you know? So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, that's what it is. They spoke out about it. Like I said, I have the link to the full episode. You can listen to it for free. What is this on? You don't even have to log in. Spotify. I never even log in. I'm able to listen to their podcast for free, so you can listen to it. And the name of it is Sick Kids Fried Turkey Recap and Stop Looking at My Crotch. So you guys can go check it out. And then, you guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, be nice, even if you disagree with me. Just be nice in the comment section. That's all that I ask. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Right, Elle, we are glad you are you and not a sheep color. Thank you, Janie. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you, J. Marie. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. Leave me your thoughts. Come back and hype the video up if you guys can remember. Oh, what's today? Are we going to do Sister Wives? Yes. At 8 p.m. Central Time over on TikTok, we're going to be watching Sister Wives. A new episode of Sister Wives came out Sunday. We're going to be watching it tonight, so make sure you go follow me on TikTok. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to go live and we're going to watch the most recent episode. This is the episode where Cody sits down with Janelle and apologizes for saying that he never loved her. So I think this one's going to be an interesting one. So you guys join me at 8 p.m. Central Time. I will see y'all later. Bye, everyone.